Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So this video I'm going to show you a super detailed video on how you do bohemian bob locks. Okay, super detailed, super specific. You know how I do. If you don't already know, my name is London Tay, but my real name is Taylor. If you are watching this video and you are not subscribed, subscribe, baby. Like this video, comment, show me some love. You know the deal. But yes, guys, I'm just gonna jump into the video. So I am moisturizing her hair with the vitamin E hair moisturizer. You get it from any beauty supply store. I think Dollar General sells it or whatever. I use that to seal her ends to make sure her hair is protected under these locks. Okay, so first steps is first I part out the section where I'm going to start off first, and then I'll box braid her regular hair. Okay, now my sister's hair is my sister, you guys. Her hair is a little bit longer, if not really close to this length right here. So what I like to do is I like to box braid her hair, and then I like to get the crochet needle and literally fold her hair in half. Grab the end of her hair and then fold it inside each other, so that way her hair is half the length instead of the length that it is regular. That way her hair is protected fully under the bob locks. You do that whenever the hair is too long, or the hair is close to the bob length, just to make sure that you're not getting the hair caught up in the ends when you're starting to seal the ends and all that good stuff. So the hair I'm using is the freetress water wave hair because I want to give it a more shinier finish. Yeah, that's pretty much why I'm using that. And then I used to use this hair when I did my bohemian locks on myself, if you guys don't already know. And I never had a problem with the hair. I just noticed that the hair is a little bit slippery. So you got to do a lot of manipulation when it comes to getting it to look a little bit fuzzy, okay? But other than that, I don't really have complaints about it. It has a tendency to slip if you don't secure it, however. But I'm going to let you guys know how I do that. Just keep on watching, okay? So as you guys can see, I did fold her hair in half with the crochet needle, and then I grab one piece of the freetress hair and then I fluff it out, and then I put it through the braid, okay, at the beginning, the root. Now in the back, I only use one piece to wrap, but when I get to the front, since I want the locks to be a little bit thicker, I do use two pieces, okay? But right here, I'm showing you guys how I use one piece. So I'm just going to wrap. Now, it's different ways you can do this. You can make it where you're doing the thumb methods and stick your thumb through and make the locks so crinkly or whatnot. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. I guess if you've been doing it long enough, it works pretty well. Or you have enough practice, it works pretty well. But for the most part, a lot of people can't do it, especially if they're doing it on their own head, okay? So I'm just going to show you guys how I just wrap regularly. I puff the hair out and then I just wrap regular. Now, when you start wanting the super messy look, you're going to loosen up the wrapping, okay? I wrapped it pretty tight. She's not really a person that likes super messy. She likes it a little bit distressed, but not super distressed. So I wrapped it regular, okay? But the looser you are and the puffier the hair is, the more messy it's going to be, okay? I'm just going to give you guys a disclaimer. So yeah, so I just wrap until I get to the spot that I want to go. When I do that, I like to stop where I want to stop at and then start to wrap back up in the opposite direction. Doing this, and at that point, the end of the hair is pretty fluffy anyway. Doing this is going to start to create some texture on the spots that there wasn't any texture at, and that is how you get the ends to be thicker as well. Like, how you got that weight at the bottom with the bob locks. If you just, have a lot of hair and then you're wrapping all the way down and then you have the extra hair and you're just wrapping back up, that just creates more of a thicker look at the bottom. Also, a lot of people do it different ways. Some people do a knot at the bottom. Some people just fold. I like to just fold. And honestly, to help you fold, I highly suggest you just grab the end of the piece that wasn't wrapped yet, clip it out the way, and then just start wrapping back up with the piece that you were originally wrapping with, because it just helps to kind of keep everything in order without everything just kind of falling out of your hands, if that makes sense. When you're trying to twist back in the opposite direction and wrap, if you just grab that hair and clip it out the way and then wrap, it just kind of makes everything more secure. I do secure everything with nail glue. Some people tie it. I just feel way more secure with nail glue. That's just what I do when it comes to my locks. It just makes me feel better. And I'm just going to keep on wrapping, okay? And once I'm done wrapping everything and sealing everything with the nail glue, I am then going to grab another piece of the freetress hair and I'm going to split that in half, okay? Once I do that, then I'm going to wrap again, but this time it's going to be looser. It's not going to be close together. And this is going to absolutely secure the lock and keep it from unraveling, especially with the hair that we are using, okay? This step is important. Now this is my first time doing them, but like I said, this is my sister, so I was trying it on someone before I start adding it to my books or do it on myself. I either do it on myself or do it on somebody that's close to me just to see, you know, how I want to do it or whatever. But yes, so for some of them, I realized that, you know, some of them, like the front, I didn't add that little piece of hair to secure everything, and those are the ones that starting to unravel. So just let you guys know, make sure you add that little piece of hair at the end after you're done wrapping to secure the lock. That is super important, okay? Don't do no clients and don't get that piece and use this hair and the hair start unraveling. Don't do it, girl. You're gonna set yourself up for the okie doke, okay? So yeah, I'm just showing you this part, what I was just explaining about adding the hair. Now, honestly, you don't need that long piece of a hair. I suggest you cut that piece in half, honestly. You don't need that long of a piece. You're going to be wrapping forever if that's the case. So just cut it. You know, just cut the hair because it's too long. Period. Okay? Period. But yes, guys, so I'm just going to talk to you until I'm done with this lock. And after that, you guys just kind of watch how I do that first row and maybe one at the top, because I do the top different than I do the bottom. And then that'll just be the whole tutorial, you know, slow down. This is in real time. Ain't nothing slowed down. Ain't nothing sped up. You know, this is how fast and how slow I've been moving, you know. So, yeah. Oh, also, let me go ahead and add. Whenever I do add the piece to the hair, that extra piece, the piece that is not being wrapped, okay, so you know you're folding it in half. The piece that you're starting off with before you start wrapping, you're going to just want to wrap that piece around the base loosely and then go into the other side and wrap that loosely. You get what I'm saying? Because if not, you're just going to have that piece of hair just sitting there under the lock while you're wrapping that loose hair under. It's just going to look weird. It's going to look like, what is that piece just doing sitting there? You know what I'm saying? So you're going to want to add that first. Wrap that around the lock first before you do that. Because I'm just showing you guys. See, I messed up at first. I was going to add that long piece, and I was like, you know what? This is too long. So I'm showing you guys after I cut it what I'm actually doing now. But you see, when you're adding that piece right there, it's securing the lock, but it's adding texture. It's not necessarily adding frizz. It's adding texture. Now, once I start getting back to the front and all that stuff, I add frizz. I'm adding frizz and I'm adding texture. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that as well. But yeah, so that is how the lock basically looks. It has texture, but like I said, not a whole bunch of frizz, which I did want a whole bunch of frizz. But I am actually filming locks tomorrow. I'm doing one of my clients, and I'm doing like more of a messy frizzy look, and I am definitely filming that, and so you guys can see kind of the difference. It's not going to be too much of a difference. It's more so like how much you frizz out the hair and how loose you do the locks. That's really the ultimate difference. But I'm going to give you guys a visual so you guys can actually see how to do it. But yeah, so that's basically how you do the locks. Like I said, I do the front different. The difference is I just add two pieces in the front instead of the one piece added in the back, and that gives more opportunity as well for the locks to be fuller and for the locks to be more frizzy because it's bulkier hair. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I'm just going to show you guys how I, just do the back. And then I'm going to show you guys how I do the front. When I'm ready to do the front, I will be back, okay? All right.
From me looking at my eyes, girl, you know what's in me. Jingle bring the beat alive every time, you know. From me looking in my eyes, girl, you know, say me. Jingle bring the beat alive every time in the girl. Why me, go cry you, whatever. You're sexy and you know that I'm your favorite. Girl and boy, they are lightweight. Don't me gon' love you the right way. Don't get look pretty like Barbie. Hey, I'm not talk dirty. Hey, I'ma keep you coming. Hey, won't you keep me coming? Babe, I'ma make you mommy. Babe, what you want from me, daddy? Hey, why me, go cry you, whatever. You're sexy and you know that I'm your favorite. And all I want to ask is why me, go cry you, whatever. Wait, what is it? Watch your mouth when you're talking to me. I show you respect, so you give it to me, oh. Roll up in the low. Girl, I breathe me like GoPro. She want more money, more paper. Then come down to Jamaica. Then let me give you some flavor. Then girl, you sexy and you know that. Yeah, you my ex, you my throwback. Me no want a girl for give me beer back chat. Prefer get a girl for send me beer Snapchat. Yeah, we can party on a Friday. Hey, why me, go cry you, whatever. You're sexy and you know that I'm your favorite. And all I want to ask is why me, go cry you, whatever. Hey, babe, hold on it, yeah. From me looking at my eyes, girl, you know what's in me. Jingle bring the beer alive every time, you know. From me looking at my eyes, girl, you know what's in me. Jingle bring the beer alive every time, you know, girl. From me looking at my eyes, girl, you know what's in me. Jingle bring the beat alive every time, you know. From me looking at my eyes, girl, you know what's in me. Jingle bring the beat alive every time, you know, girl. Why me, go cry you, whatever. You're sexy and you know that I'm your favorite. Girl and boy, they are lightweight. Don't me gon' love you the right way. Don't get look pretty like Barbie. Hey, I'm not talk dirty. Hey, I'ma keep you coming. Babe, won't you keep me coming? Babe, I'ma make you mommy. Babe, what you want from me, daddy? Hey, why me, go cry you, whatever. You're sexy and you know that I'm your favorite. And all I want to ask is why me, go cry you, whatever. Wait, what is it? Watch your mouth when you're talking to me. I show you respect, so you give it to me, oh. Roll up in the low. Girl, I breathe me like GoPro. She want more money, more paper. Then come down to Jamaica. Then let me give you some flavor. Then girl, you sexy and you know that. Yeah, you my ex, you my throwback. Me no want a girl for give me beer back chat. Prefer get a girl for send me beer Snapchat. Yeah, we can party on a Friday. Hey, why me, go cry you, whatever. You're sexy and you.
Alright, y'all, so here's the front. So I'm going to fold the hair in half, add one piece at a time. Now, you don't want to make the mistake of adding the two pieces of the free tress hair when it's bulky like that. You're going to mess up. So just add one piece at a time. I had the first one, and here I am about to add the second piece. Once I do that, all of it is fluffed out. The parts that are not fluffed out, I'm going to fluff as I go. So here I am about to start wrapping. Wrap. Like I said, the looser you wrap, the more frizzier it will be. But yeah. So I'm just going to wrap. And like regular. But I just want to show you guys the two pieces, how it looks with two pieces instead of the one piece. Another thing to keep in mind, if you want the hair to be in layers, or if you want all the locks to be blunt ends. I didn't necessarily want her hair all to be one length. I wanted it to be in layers, like the front to be a little shorter and the top to be a little shorter than the bottom. So that's how I did the locks. Now you can make them all one length if you want. That is definitely your prerogative. That is your choice. So I didn't want to do that. So yeah, just letting you guys know, you can make them all length if you want to, girl. It's up to you, baby. You doing it. You doing the style. It's up to you. Are you getting the style done? It's up to you. Tell the stylists what you want them to do, okay? But yeah, that's basically how some of them look in the back before I finish everything up, and the end result is coming up now. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Hope it was detailed enough, and I will tell you guys in the next video. Bye guys. Mwah.